Welcome to Some Awesome Films. I'm Rob.
And I'm Jared.
We're going to spoil.
Yes, completely
Spoil this time.
Mm-hmm.
This is a spoil review of sorts.
Or a discussion, I guess.
Or discussion. Let's go discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck not? Of Iron Man 3.
Yeah, so if you've gone and seen Iron Man 3 and you want to have a bitch about it or say how good you think it is, listen to us do it first.
Listen to what we thought of it.
Yeah.
And then you can chip in and then...
Like, you have to. You don't get a choice.
If you're listening, you have to.
You have to.
It's the rule of the internet.
Yeah.
So Iron Man 3 is the third one.
Yeah. So we've done a review.
Surprise. So we've done a review. You can see what we thought unspoiled about it.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about what we thought should be spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Where do we start?
Well, where did the movie start? 1999. Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Da.
Blue Dabba Dee. I thought, what the fuck, when Blue came on? I'm like, what's going on?
Especially, it just starts with that, like, during
I think everyone was a little bit like, ooh, what's going on?
Yeah,
this happened, but then...
Because it's kind of like a party scene or something. Yeah. And it was a party scene.
Yeah, it was a party scene.
But,
as soon as the 1999 came up, I remember that song coming out in 99.
Everyone remembers that song coming out in 99. It was like the song.
It was the only good song of that year, and then now I look back and it was the only shit song as well.
So Tony Stark's at a New Year's Eve party. He meets Maya Hansen.
Yep.
And
played by Rebecca Hall.
Hall. And Aldrich Killian, Guy Pearce.
Yep.
And these are two scientists. One,
into biology.
Maya's created super soldiers, basically. But,
she made a plant that
like a regeneration serum formula thing that does shit that regenerates. And then Guy Pearce comes along, meets Tony Stark, and says, "Yo, buddy,
makes a proposal.
Let's kick off a little endeavor together."
I think the issue here was he had a really, really bad set of teeth, and he was in an elevator trying to convince Tony Stark to do something. That breath must have really stunk.
Tony Stark's surrounded
like,
by ladies, so it's like, come on, man. You want me to go talk to you when I can be
get my end away,
banging away here?
Yeah.
So he says to him, but actually Tony Stark kind of like
he says he's legitimately I'll meet you later on.
Is interested in what the guy has. So he says, "I'll meet you on the roof," and then he says he doesn't rock up because he gets distracted by exploding plants and stuff.
Which is fair, and sex.
So he and then he walks out on the chick he banged.
Yeah,
who's the other scientist, Maya Hansen. So he's made two new enemies.
Yeah, but leaves her a little present as well.
Which he says, "I made mistakes. By the way, here's the two bad guys in the movie. I'm telling you right now, but I'm gonna work this out in the final half an hour of the movie." So you kind of you're gonna watch this whole movie knowing,
but it was good
knowing
because
these are bad guys
but
they don't.
Straight away, they show you which I think is the next scene is they show you the Mandarin, the bad guy, bad guy that they're pulling over your face to go, hey everyone, now
distraction.
That that's over,
they're not the bad guy.
This is the bad guy.
This is the bad guy.
Ah, you almost got us there, Marvel.
Motherfuckers, you tricksy hobbitses. But yeah, the Mandarin, man, what do you say about that?
Man,
people are gonna be fucking pissed about that one. I reckon big fans will be shitted off about that.
It's because the Mandarin actually wasn't the bad guy.
Yeah,
he was an actor all along.
And Guy Pearce is the Mandarin in a way.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, exactly. It's a misdirection.
So
Ben Kingsley is the actor.
He's the actor, literally the actor.
Yeah.
And but in the comics, the Mandarin's an actual Mandarin man who has magic rings. He has the rings in the movie. They show the rings a fair bit. They show his hands a lot with his rings. But they're not magic rings. They're not from space or any fucking weird place like that. They don't have powers. And the Mandarin isn't the fucking...
And he's the actual bad guy.
He's not the Mandarin.
Is Maya Hansen in the comics? Is she actually bad as well?
She's is in the comics. Well, I don't know if she's fucking bad in the comics. I never read the comics.
Oh, okay.
But I do know that the Mandarin was like the Mandarin man.
Oh, there you go.
He was like... He's Tony Stark's arch enemy. This is like Batman... or Superman versus Lex Luthor. These two are like...
So this movie is actually kind of doing the same for the bad guy as it was doing for Tony Stark. Tony Stark is Iron Man no matter who he was. But the bad guy wasn't actually the man. It was actually sort of the opposite, really, wasn't it?
It was like, I am the Mandarin. Psych.
I'm actually not.
I'm actually Trevor.
Whereas Iron Man was Iron Man all along.
I love Trevor.
Trevor. That's right. Trevor.
We should have mentioned that in the review. I wish I said, Trevor. One of the new characters is going to piss a lot of people off, and that's going to be Trevor.
His name is Trevor.
For fans of comics, you're going to be like, what the fuck? For non-fans, you're going to be like, that's a pretty good twist. I like that one.
Now, not knowing the comics, I thought it was actually really obvious pretty quickly. When you first see Guy Pearce and...
Actually, Guy Pearce is back up, but you don't know he was the... I didn't pick up that he was the Mandarin himself.
Long before the Mandarin and Guy Pearce scene where they actually meet, I think I figured out that the Mandarin wasn't actually the bad guy, and Guy Pearce was, and the Mandarin was just either a puppet or they were joined forces. But it was obvious that Guy Pearce was the leader of
the
it.
brains.
The brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't pick that. He was fucking Trevor. Like,
No idea.
I
did not expect the English actor Trevor.
And then I think everyone had the same reaction that Tony Stark had. Like, you're a decoy. You're like a body double of the actual Mandarin. Like, I'm thinking like, oh, he's just found the body double. Like, this is just silly. But then it's like, he's like, I'm just Trevor. I've got a speedboat and stuff, man.
He was really good though at that. My favourite bit has got to be when they were holding a gun to his head and he was watching the footy in the background. And
he screams like, oh!
He just didn't care. He didn't care that there was guns on him.
Because he's like a drug addict and he's drunk.
Yeah, he's a druggie, he's drunk, he's drinking beers all the time and he's just having sex with women.
He's just got hot chicks and a lot of money now. So it's like the best acting gig ever. He has no idea that they're blowing people up.
It's actually serious, yeah.
He thinks he's just waking up and they're like doing on a little movie.
It's like even in the end scene.
Pretending to point a gun at someone's head and pretending to shoot them on camera.
I love the end scene where they actually arrest him and they're walking him down and everyone's yelling at him and he feels like he's walking down a red carpet. Man, that was actually done so well. Yeah. And they even did the little narration saying that he finally got his his moment.
It's a forgivable change, I thought, because it was so funny and a good twist because you don't pick up on it. So, but I still feel that's going to be that'll be the topic of discussion.
And you know
for most
why?
fans.
Because everyone will go back to the whole. This isn't realistic as well. This is as if that would be the case. Look, the whole movie is not fucking realistic.
There's lava men that can regenerate. How realistic do you want it? There's a man flying around in the suit.
Accepted.
Aliens are in this world.
And there's 40-something suits flying around by themselves.
Fighting lava men.
Yeah. And actually, I don't even think they were fighting. I'm pretty sure they was flying around in circles.
What I don't get, though, is they find these people who like have disabilities, like their arms are amputated and stuff, and they give them they say, we'll give you the lava, and it will rebuild you. And then suddenly, all these people are just evil motherfuckers.
Yeah, I did notice that. Like, why at the end when they said, actually, I don't want to kill you, Tony. I was just here to get healed.
One guy, why didn't they just go? Why are they fighting Tony Stark? They know who Tony Stark is. So why is it just like, well, no, this guy gave me my arm back. I'm gonna be evil and fight you because you gave me my arm back. Instead of being like, I got my arm back. Fuck this guy.
Oh, that bad. Actually, likewise on that, the vice president obviously doesn't relay the phone call. Because his daughter's obviously needing that treatment.
Yeah.
Now, surely he's sitting there thinking, this is going to come back to me. These guys are obviously out. They're obviously
on the
free.
case. They've worked that shit out.
Like, ignoring this call, no matter what the circumstances, is not going to end well for me. I need to, I don't know, at least pretend that I tried to make a call or something, or say something incorrect.
Yeah.
But he just hung up the phone. And then he looked surprised at the end when he was getting arrested.
It's just like, what do you expect, man?
Have some tact.
You're
the vice president. How'd you get to this level?
Why didn't you at least call... Why didn't you call Adrian or whatever, Aldrian, whatever the fuck, Guy Pearce, Guy Pearce and say, Tony Stark's out.
Yeah.
He's coming for you.
Maybe you should
Didn't even do that. Didn't even try to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Failed miserably.
So that scene kind of bothered me a little bit.
They try to have a lot of twists in it. And then fucking Pippa.
Pippa? No. Oh, fucking hell.
Or Pepper. We know it's Pepper. Or we like calling her Pippa.
Woman power.
Yeah.
Women, seriously, they have rights in games.
The crowd was audibly shocked at what happened to Pepper. And then they should have been unsurprised, but apparently they were surprised by
chunk of the film is
her second coming. And they're just like...
I heard some deep breaths when she fell. So another dude just got blown up by a grenade and he's okay. I think she can survive that fall.
I think she's been having her injections long enough now for like half the movie. I think she's going to be alright. And there's like, oh my god, Pepper just saved the day.
Yeah, and actually, you made the good point to me a while ago. So all these blasts and the suit blowing up around Guy Pearce couldn't kill him, yet Pepper with a metal bar
hits him then throws a little rocket at him, and he dies.
And that was it.
That's it.
Didn't make any sense.
One guy who got blown up by another dude blowing up, regenerated fine.
Yeah.
But getting shot in the chest when Tony Stark is angry. Convenient death.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but just shooting in the chest, that's one thing. So your heart's going to be all mushed or whatever. An exploding suit all around you is probably going to disintegrate your heart.
A little more.
You're going to be dead. That's the thing that pissed me off. It was really selective of when the bad guys were going to die.
It was really...
When the plot called for it,
They're just like,
bad guy
we need
dies.
this guy to die. And then when Pepper dies, supposedly, and then Tony Stark gets pissed off, how anticlimactic was his anger? He all he did was like, oh yeah, Tony Stark's pissed off. He's gonna fight Guy Pearce and kick his ass. And he just slides under, gets his suit, and then gets it melted.
Yeah.
He never he didn't seem angry enough for Pepper to die. Like,
no, he didn't.
The whole movie was him like, oh, I need to protect Pepper, and then she died, and then he was just like,
I believe his first
whatever,
words to
I'm
her
gonna fight the same.
His first words, und first reaction, if you're German, und first reaction was honey. Like, wouldn't you be like a little bit happier? Like, if I was her, I'd be pissed off. I'm like, what do you mean it's honey? Like, aren't you happy that I'm alive?
Yeah, shouldn't you be in tears, man?
Or shouldn't you be like, saying I knew you weren't dead or something? I don't know. Like, have some reaction. Heartless boyfriend. Jeez.
But I did like how quickly they cut the Pepper's death. Like how quickly they not cut.
Moved on.
Not like how they cut that scene where she fell. Like she's reaching, then she's like, she's dead.
Yeah.
It's just like there was no Tony slow motion fall into the flames. It was just like, give me your head, I'm dead.
He lied as well. I'll catch you. Yeah. No, you won't, motherfucker. Yeah. Don't you lie.
That's the other thing that shitted me. The whole theme of the movie was that Iron Man is Tony Stark. Like Tony Stark, no matter what,
even without the suit,
in or out the suit, he's Iron Man. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing is building up. Like, yeah, even without the suit, Tony Stark can do whatever he wants. And then he drops it. He doesn't catch it.
He can't do whatever he wants.
Yeah, it's like
he can save 14 people falling out the sky and grab all of them in a formation.
Fucked the whole. His one thing is, I gotta protect Pepper. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do this no matter what. I failed. Fuck.
Maybe. Not so good without that suit up.
Apparently, I'm not so great. I built up all these weapons. I stormed a castle. Yep. I was awesome and stuff without the suit, and I can't grab a hand.
Can't grab a hand. It was within reach as well.
Undid all the work that the movie built up to do.
It did. Actually, and you know what the movie also built up for, which did nothing with? His anxiety attacks. Yeah. Now, that was just a reference to Avengers. That's all it was.
It's the Iron Man 2 of Nick Fury coming in.
Yeah.
That's the anxiety attacks is Nick Fury coming in and be like, hey, Avengers.
I was waiting for some...
Avengers.
Yeah, this is Avengers 2, they're obviously just going to talk about his anxiety attacks, but in this movie, it was nothing. It was a waste.
There was no service in the movie.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Without whatever's coming next, it's pointless so far.
Aliens in New York. If I heard that one more time in this movie, I wouldn't have done anything.
At least the lava men didn't... Star Wars Episode 1, you didn't kill Guy Pearce and all lava men just melt or something.
Actually, that was another thing. Guy Pearce. Why was he the strongest?
Yeah, that's what I was saying to you. Because he's the main character, he has to be the super one,
Just for no reason whatsoever.
I got shit on the chest, I'm dead, but Guy Pearce got blown up, he's fine.
So when you think if you at least inject that stuff into someone who was already abled, they'd be the most, strongest? But he was, wasn't he fucked up?
Yeah, he had a limp and shit. He was crippled at the start.
And bad breath.
Then Pepper
fixed his halitosis.
Then Pepper sees him again. He's all hot and Guy Pearce and she's like, ooh.
Shallow bitch, hey?
Yeah.
Shallow. First of all, she's with Tony Stark for all his money and looks.
And then sees Guy Pearce and starts questioning, she starts being like...
Her heart races.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah. Tony's all, freaking out because he's in love with you so much that he's trying to protect you and stuff. And you see Guy Pearce and he's like, oh, he's a good-looking man. Questionable. I don't know... My life decisions have affected me deeply right now.
That was the other thing. There was a scene where he said that all he is concerned about is protecting Pepper, or Pippa. But then when his good old bodyguard mate rings him up and says, look, I don't like the guy she's hanging out with, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He didn't care. He's a liar. He is a liar.
And then his bodyguard mate is the one who fucking gets cops because he was investigating.
He didn't care. Because
Tony didn't care.
Yeah.
Then Happy gets blown up because of it.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, that's another thing when Happy gets blown up.
Yeah.
The Iron Man tech layout of the crime scene.
Oh, what the fuck?
Digital recreation, finding new data from...
How did he...
What?
Where did it come from?
I mean, right before he puts it up, he says, Jarvis says some little spiel like, oh, I finished...
Satellites.
Finished compiling all this data and stuff. But even still, come on.
Yeah. And why don't you share this technology with police they can use
there's
this
flying suits and stuff, but that one... lava people I'm fine with, but that one I question.
Yeah,
that one has a bit
Yeah.
You can't fucking Happy eyeline and stuff.
And the fact that he actually could see the The little chain thing.
Like, if I was looking at just...
The dog tags.
If I was just looking at blue on the ground, I wouldn't be able to make out new details from little dots.
And
little
see where
lights.
his eye was looking to the exact spot of the...
That one was questionable.
Come on.
But still, best part, Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm happy with Trevor.
Biggest spoiler, which I need to give now.
Do it.
End of the credits.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. If you want to call this a spoiler. What does everyone think that would happen out there? Avengers, Link, Bruce Banner, and that was it. That's just a spoiler. There's nothing more to it.
There's nothing really special about that.
Yeah, no. Yeah. But I'm sure there's people out there that'll be thinking the entire time, what's going to happen at the end of the credits? Bruce Banner happens and they talk. That's it.
Yeah. But these people should know that because they've seen it. That's why they're watching this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
So if you missed the end of the credits, that's what happened.
And if you're watching this and you haven't seen the movie, then...
I had one more thing I wanted to bitch about, but now it's kind of slipped my mind. I felt it was a good one to bitch about. I can't remember what it was. Oh, well. It was pretty good.
Well, other people can at least contribute to their bitches.
They can.
I mean, don't get us wrong. We like the movie. We're going to tell everyone now.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've got some negative fucking comments.
But this is spoiler cast-ish stuff. If you can remember what I wanted to bitch about, leave it in the comments and I'll rant about it.
Good.
It was a pretty good one. I've got to remember it. I'm going to get it. I'll get it. I'll have a think. You say stuff and I'll think. What was it? It was a good one. Was it Lava Man? Wasn't the 40 Suits? Was it Don Cheadle? Nah, it wasn't Don Cheadle.
Was it anything to do with the mansion blowing up?
Nah.
No. Was it something to do with...
Nah, it's gone.
No, it's gone.
I'll chip in about the aeroplane scene, I guess. I guess that can be...
What, them diving out the sky or the bit before?
When in the airplane they all fall. I can bitch about that one. I guess that can be like a consolation prize for my big bitch I had.
Yeah.
Kind of missed it, lost it, gone.
Well, yeah, that's bad enough.
But I'll go for the airplane one instead. I'll tackle that one while we're at it.
Okay.
Tony Stark. This was the clip. They released the clip. And we're like, as a teaser kind of thing, like, oh my god, holy shit. Can't believe it, because they released it, and when Tony Stark's like, all these people are falling out of the plane, and then Tony Stark's like, oh my god, how many people can I carry? And then Jarvis is like, 4. There's like 14 people, and then they cut the clip, and that was like, oh my god, he can't. How's he gonna? He can't.
How's he gonna do it?
And then that was like a big deal in the movie. They built this up like, oh my god,
yeah,
oh my god. Oh no, I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Saved him, caught him. Just
That's it.
Remember how I could carry 4 people? Turns out it's a bit of an understatement. Can carry all of them.
I just don't think
it was okay.
The lady falling down the sky and he's just whispering to her, "Look, I need you to stay calm."
How everyone heard
I don't think
him.
she would have stayed calm.
How everyone heard him
and saw what they were doing as well. I'm pretty sure
all you would have heard was like not.
Yep.
Not. I'm sorry about that one. That's got a headphone. You just caught that one. Yeah. That's what they would have heard. Said Iron Man. Tony Stark just like. Grab his hand. Do it. Nah, come on, people. Grab it. Yay!
Like, would you really have cared? I guess they were important people, so...
Were they?
Yeah.
I don't know. They were just hosts. I guess they were ladies.
Don Cheadle was pretty good in this, so I'm just cutting out, like...
You said he wasn't.
Well...
You said to me he wasn't.
He wasn't as good as the guy from the first movie.
You're changing your stories now.
He wasn't the guy from as good as the guy from the first movie. What was the guy's name?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard, yeah, which I thought was some other guy.
You thought it was...
Not racist.
You thought it was Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. I thought it was Jamie Foxx. I thought it was Jamie Foxx. They look the same.
They look...
Kind of.
Look...
I'm going to get so many racial comments.
You done it now. Not even Iron Man can save you. But you said to me... Don Cheadle was useless in this. Okay. Now you're backtracking.
No, I didn't like his ninja shit that he did. So you said you liked that. You liked his
I thought it was good. Bust out the suit and just kicked a bunch of people.
It just didn't look right. It looked a little bit too ninja in it.
Too ninja in it?
Yeah.
He kicked one dude.
I don't know. I thought he did a little bit more than that.
He kicked one dude and got beat up.
Didn't he take someone else's gun?
Probably. I don't know. Let's say yes. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Gun. I don't think he was as good as the first guy, but he was still pretty good.
All that first... All of the first...
The Warhammer. I liked the Warhammer guy. Was it Warhammer?
War Machine.
Warhammer.
But he wasn't War Machine. He was never War Machine. Don Cheadle was always War Machine.
That's what I mean. I'm talking about Don Cheadle as War Machine. I like War Machine.
But you just said you'd like the other guy.
Yeah, but I like the other guy better than Don Cheadle. But Don Cheadle did well in this.
All Terrence Howard ever did in Iron Man 1 was, Tony! Yeah,
but he did well.
Tony!
He looked the part.
Tony!
Don Cheadle looks like he could never be a colonel.
But he is.
But no.
He's Rhodes.
He's not.
He fucking did
He's
it.
Captain Planet.
He won it.
He's Captain Planet.
Yeah, he is. If he can be Captain Planet, he can be fucking Don Cheadle. Rhodes.
He can be himself.
He can do whatever he wants, man. He's Don Cheadle.
Alright. I think that's enough now about Iron Man 3.
Do you remember what I wanted to bitch about?
No, I got no idea.
I will give kudos to the credits. Credits were cool. The end
Were they?
credits.
Oh, like the actual scene thing
Like-
that they put together
Were
before the credits started rolling.
No.
Well, the credits rolling down
yeah.
on black.
Yeah.
The white text rolling down on the black wasn't
Yeah.
that interesting.
That wasn't
but-
that good. But the like the 70s style cutting, like
Yeah,
that was
good.
cool. That was cool.
And
Oh,
I had,
that's
like-
what I wanted to talk about. I
Oh,
got it now.
yay!
It wasn't a bitch. It was a will he be Iron Man anymore? That was the tease. That was what they got at to at the end. You know how they were like, he blew up all his suits,
Yeah.
and then he drove away.
Mhm.
Took out his heart thing,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Is
of course.
that
I forgot about that.
and then everyone, and it was like, will he be Iron Man anymore?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Probably.
They even say it at the
Most
end, Iron Man
probably.
will return.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
they confirmed it.
felt pointless.
Yeah, it really did. The
There
whole
we go.
movie was pointless.
That was
Don't
my-
bother. Just go see Avengers 2.
That was my big deal I want to talk about. Pretty worth wait.
Yeah.
That's my end credit scene for you. Disappointing.